let's be real. The term dream body gets thrown around a lot, but what does it actually mean? It means a body that is strong, healthy, confident. It's not about being a specific size or a specific weight. It's about being the most powerful and best version of yourself. Over the last 8 years, I've been able to lose about 50 pounds, transform my body. I competed in a bodybuilding show last year and placed 3rd, and I've been able to help over 1,000 women transform their bodies too inside of our Aligned Fitness coaching program. And in 2026, we are done wishing for it. We are done waiting until the perfect time. We are building your dream body step by step. And I'm gonna give you the exact blueprint. No BS, no fluff, no quick fixes. Just the proven steps that are science-backed and actually work. So if you're a driven, successful woman who is ready to stop dreaming and start doing, then pay attention. But hold on, because before you build anything, you need to build it on the right foundation. If you have spent years in a calorie deficit just doing restrictive diets, very low calories, hopping from one extreme to the next, your foundation is shot. Your metabolism is likely running on fumes and your maintenance calories are very low. Trying to get lean and build your dream body from that place is impossible. You need to learn the right way to lose fat by first fixing your metabolism. You can do this through a process called reverse dieting. So if you're thinking, I'm eating so little, but I'm not losing weight, then you need to watch my free reverse dieting masterclass. It's linked below in the description, and it will teach you how to eat more food to finally escape the restrictive low-calorie diets for good to see the results you want. It is the mandatory first step. Okay, now you've got a healthy metabolism, you've got the right foundation, or you're working on it, but now let's build. Here is my step-by-step guide. Step 1, master your nutrition with the 3 non-negotiables. Fat loss happens in the kitchen. It's that simple. It doesn't happen on the elliptical, and it sure as heck does not happen in your group boot camp classes. And there are only 3 things you need to master. First, a sustainable calorie deficit. Now, some of you might not need to do a calorie deficit right now. Some of you might need to reverse diet, which is why you're gonna watch my reverse dieting masterclass after this. But for a calorie deficit, I'm not talking 1,200 calories. I am talking a small, sustainable deficit, a 10 to 20% deficit from your current maintenance calories. That is enough to start stimulating fat loss without making you feel like you're starving or losing all of your muscle. As a driven woman who has a high-level career, you're managing teams, maybe you're managing an entire department, or you're running a company, you cannot be running on empty. Skipping meals and underfueling is just a recipe for disaster. You need brain power and energy and strength to show up as your best self. Second is your protein goal. This is one of the most important, if not the most important, macronutrient. 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight is a good place to start. However, this is very general advice. It does not apply to everyone. If you have a higher body fat percentage, if you are overweight or obese, you do not need 1 gram per pound of body weight. The more body fat you have on your body, the less protein you require. The leaner you are, if you're someone who's already lean, you have a lower body fat percentage, maybe you're more advanced or intermediate in your fitness journey and you've already lost some body fat, you require a higher protein goal because your body is in a catabolic state. But this is a very great place to start. It's a general rule of thumb, and you want to be hitting this every single day. Protein builds and preserves muscle mass. It also keeps you full, and it even helps you burn more calories because protein has the highest thermic effect of food, meaning your body will burn more calories digesting protein than it does digesting carbs and fat. So if you're consistently missing your protein goal, you're just spinning your wheels, and no matter how much you work out, you are not going to build muscle. And third, most importantly, radical consistency. Not just on weekdays, not just when you feel like it, and not just when you have the free time. You need to make this your lifestyle, and if you have a specific goal you want to reach, being consistent Monday through Friday and then just binging on the weekends ain't gonna cut it. Or one day of perfect followed by snacking and completely letting yourself go and then restricting yourself the next day, that is also a cycle of disaster. Your calories matter on a weekly basis. So even if you're consistent Monday through Friday, but then the weekend you're going out to eat, you're drinking alcohol, you're not tracking at all, you threw yourself outside of your calorie deficit, you did not make progress that week because your caloric average for the week increased and now you're out of your deficit. It's not about being perfect, but it's about being good consistently, not perfect occasionally. Step number 2, train for strength, not for sweat. I see too many women thinking that they need to sweat more or burn more calories in order for it to be a good workout. Did you know that your workout actually only makes up about 5% of your overall daily caloric burn? I'm gonna put a graph graph here so you can see the breakdown, but your body actually burns more calories at rest. You just laying down on the couch all day and doing nothing, that's when your body is burning the most calories. This is why in my program, instead of focusing on burning more calories, which is the tiniest piece of the pie at the top of the puzzle, we focus on the main big chunks that are gonna move the needle forward, which is your metabolism and your BMR. You even burn more calories in the day digesting food than you do in your workout. So you are really just spinning your wheels and wasting time and focusing on the wrong things if you're someone who's trying to just burn more calories in your workouts. When you have more muscle mass on your body, you burn more calories at rest. When you're eating higher protein, you're also burning more calories at rest. And even just having a daily step count goal throughout the day is gonna do wonders for you and get you even further ahead than just trying to sweat more and burn more calories in the gym. The toned look you want is built with muscle, and muscle is built with resistance training. Your priority is to lift weights consistently at least 3 to 5 times per week. I wouldn't go more than 5 though. And I mean lift, okay? You should be challenging yourself. And this isn't just to look toned. Having muscle on your body is for your health. It's to age gracefully, avoid injury, protect your bone density, and also help avoid osteoporosis as you age. Trust me, you don't want to be that granny who needs to walk with a walker because you did not prioritize strength training when you could. So your new mantra is progressive overload. Every week, you should be aiming to do more, whether it's an extra rep or it's adding more weight to the bar. If your workouts aren't getting harder over time, then you will not be changing. And I don't want to hear things like, well, that workout was easy. That workout wasn't intense enough for me. Honey, if you're saying things like that, that's on you, okay? The workout intensity is on the person doing the workout, not on the workout itself. You need to be pushing yourself and training until close to failure for most sets. You need to choose a challenging weight for yourself. You need to have better depth and better range of motion and better form, and you need to slow down your tempo in your exercises. Doing these things will make that same workout 10 times more intense because now you're training effectively, not just going willy-nilly in the gym. This is where the magic actually happens. Stop swinging light weights around and start training with a purpose. Step number 3, use cardio as a tool, not as a crutch. Let me say this loud and clear. You do not need to do hours of cardio to lose fat. In fact, I do no cardio at all right now, and I maintain a lean physique year-round. That's because I did not rely on cardio to lose weight. I relied on changing my lifestyle, healing my metabolism, and burning more calories at rest. Cardio is great for your heart health. I'm not saying you can't do it at all, but it's also used as a tool to increase your calorie deficit when necessary, and you want to do it very strategically. Cardio is also not a punishment for overeating, and it is not the primary driver of fat loss. I want you to have a daily step count goal, one that is realistic to your lifestyle and one that you hit every day. When I add cardio for our clients inside of our program, we start with very light 2 to 3 sessions per week post-workout. This can be something like an incline walk or the Stairmaster or the elliptical or the stationary bike. Something that gets your heart rate up but doesn't leave you exhausted or the inability to recover from your lifts. Lifting builds your shape, and cardio can be used strategically to put you into a calorie deficit further if needed. But if you just do cardio and you don't focus on building muscle too, you're gonna look soft, you're gonna look skinny fat, and you're gonna complain that your butt looks like a pancake. So make sure you're prioritizing your weights. Step number 4 is to build a bulletproof mindset. This is the step that most women skip, and it's why most women fail. Your body will only go to where your mind leads it. You have to stop the all or nothing thinking. One off-plan meal doesn't mean the whole day is ruined. It's one meal, get right back on track for the next one. You also have to stop comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reels on Instagram. Your journey is yours. One of my clients saw one of her friends losing weight super fast, and she got discouraged because she was comparing herself. I had to give her tough love and remind her, we are building a body that will last a lifetime, not just for a 12-week challenge. We focused on her own progress photos, her own habits, her own journey, and she ended up building a physique that she is incredibly proud of. And the best part, she's going to maintain this physique for years. Step number 5, create accountability. You think you can do this alone, but you've already been trying that for years. And tell me how that's working out for you. You need accountability. We all do. You need someone who's going to call you out on your excuses. This is why I've had a coach for myself for the last 5 years, even though I've been a coach myself for that long too. Knowing I have the check-ins is what keeps me honest. It pushes me on the days I don't feel like it. Having a coach is not just about getting a meal plan and a workout plan. I mean, ChatGPT can do that for you. It's about having someone hold you accountable. When you have someone that's hovering over you, watching your every step, seeing the meals you're eating, the workouts you're doing, I promise you will show up more. And my client Marissa just posted this in our group the other day. She was not feeling like going to the gym, but then she remembered she's in this community, and that's really what pushed her to show up. And it's those little moments that really, really matter, because you stack those wins over time, and that's how progress compounds. Versus when you do it on your own with no accountability, there's really no one pushing you or watching over you, so there's really no consequences if you don't show up for yourself. So stop trying to do it alone. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help, it's actually a sign of strength. The driven women who are successful put their ego to the side and realize that they always have more to learn and they always want to be the student. And this is the framework. It's simple, but it's not easy. It requires work, it requires dedication, and a refusal to accept your own excuses. And this is the exact step-by-step process we guide our clients through. We don't just give them a generic plan. We create them a custom nutrition and training protocol based on their body, their goals, and their lifestyle. And then we hold them accountable to it. We're in their corner, coaching them, giving them tough love when they need it, and celebrating their wins. We troubleshoot together, we adjust the plan as their body is changing, and we teach them the skills to maintain their results for the rest of their life. So if you're ready to stop hopping from one free workout program to the next with 0 results to show for it, and you want a step-by-step proven game plan, custom plan to build your dream body in 2026, then I invite you to apply for our high-level coaching program. But this is only for women who are serious, okay? If you're not ready to lock in, you're not coachable, then please don't waste my time or yours. But if you are serious about transforming, then click the link in the description. This application is your chance to tell us about you, your goals, your struggles, and why you are finally ready to commit to yourself. This is for the women who are done with excuses and ready for results. Because we are so hands-on with our clients, we only take on a few of them each month. So if you're serious, fill out that application now and my team will reach out to you to see if you're a good fit. But that's it, that is your guide. And sis, your dream body is not gonna build itself, so it's time to get to work. If this video fired you up, subscribe to the channel. I'm here to give you the truth of what it actually takes to build your dream body and get lean as a woman. Now go take that next step and watch this next video here.